Oftentimes we as producers, we think we need to buy new plugins and stuff to create new sounds and to be more creative. But I talked about that before. Don't underestimate Ableton Live's stock plugins. The wavetable, synth, operator, all the effects and so on, they are simply amazing. The theory, if you have Ableton Live, you actually don't need anything else to make Rominimal tracks, in my opinion. So in this week's video, I want to share my recent findings regarding Ableton Live stock plugins, effect chains and whatnot. And I think they can actually help you and inspire you to come up with your very own effect chains based on Ableton Live stock plugins. Now before we start, I quickly want to mention my soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template. And again, this is basically a stock plugin based template that you can use for create your very own kicks, which is inspired by a lot of Romanian artists. So for example, Barak, Petrin Spirescu and so on. So basically you can pitch that kick up and down very quickly. You can make it soft, you can make it long, you can do whatever you want. And again, it's Ableton Live stock plugin. It's based on the DS kick. It's a little Max for Life plugin that a lot of people aren't aware of that it actually exists. So yeah, if you want that, go and grab it. It's for free. Just click the link below. Now let's jump over to Ableton and let's look into what Ableton stock plugins we can use to create some interesting sounds with.
Yeah, recently not recently, but in general, I try to challenge myself a little bit to max out the Ableton stock plugins. I'm not on Ableton 11, by the way. I'm still on 10, and I try to max out the plugins that I already have. So I want to talk a little bit about using Ableton stock plugins in this video in some creative ways. And sometimes I just go through the audio effects, Sometimes we just think, or I used to think, Ableton stock plugins are not kind of good enough because they are stock plugins, which is dumb, because they are amazing, to be honest. If you have Ableton, you basically are set, in my opinion. Wavetable and all operator and everything is amazing. And so let's start here with the first chain that I created. You can see here sound toys. I use sound toys a lot. You probably saw that in other videos if you're new to this channel. I use sound toys a lot and stock plugins, but there are not too many third-party plugins in creative ways that I use nowadays in order of effects, So now let's have a listen without the chain here. This is a clap from Arturius Drum Brute Impact. I have a little bit of noise there. Quite a bit, lots of noise, but inside the track I actually like it, Here with some effects. Without effects here. Now let's see about this clap here. So what I used is this hiss. Basically I use an envelope follower, and you can find it basically just envelope follower, and then smack this one up and then just map whatever you want. And I mapped, as you can see, frequency down here, width and decay. Now without all of these, have a listen. Also increase the gain a little bit. without this envelope follower. It makes it a little bit wider sounding now and then, you know. Here I have a little, yeah, slap pack. Here's just some simple effects. You can hear it now and then, chances around 30%, so I don't get it all the time, just now and then to spice it a little bit up. In a subtle way. And man, that noise is really ugly, right? It's really ugly, honestly. It's really amateur kind of thing, you know. But inside the track, doesn't really matter for me. I don't know. Yeah, so this is the first thing. Again, hiss together with envelope follower to add a little bit more noise. Maybe it's already too much with this clap together, and this ground noise from the machine. But anyway, yeah, I leveled it incorrectly. I should add more gain for the machine, you know, before recording. But it was my second try of that machine, and then I just wanted to play around a little bit and stuff, and yeah, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so we can still use that envelope follower triggering hiss to make it a little bit wider, and yeah, increasing frequency now and then. Maybe you can also map that one. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of difference, right? Without this hiss. Makes it for sure really wide. Maybe a little bit more crunchy. Yeah, this is the first chain again. Then what I did was somewhere on the hi-hats. Let me see. This is a live recording, as you can see here from the drum root impact. Great analog machine, by the way. What I don't like about it is the kick. I always need to EQ that shit. I don't know, just my personal taste, but so this is dry. Just run some Pan-Man stuff, and now we have the whole chain here. You see, I automated that on-off dry-wet kind of thing, and what this does is I have two chains. One is basically dry, this one is dry, and this one is wet. And on the wet I have this phaser, this looper, that this serves kind of for an effect kind of thing. And what I did was really went down with the speed and put this reverse thing on. and then filter delay. This gives a lot of drive in my opinion. This is dry. And again, as I said, I automated that audio effect track so I can give kind of creating that tension and release inside the arrangement in a subtle way. That was the idea. As you can see now it's off. And with it, it almost sounds that we added another percussion thing or something, but it's actually nothing new, you know. We just used an effect, which is the filter delay. Let's see how it changes. So yeah, that's the hi-hat part. So we have clap, we have hi-hats, and nothing crazy, right? Really, nothing crazy. And then we have here a percussion thing. I think there is also a lot of noise on there. Let's increase that a little bit. And this is again from Drum Brute, Arturius Drum Brute. Impact FM drum, I guess. Just some percussion shit, I don't know. Sounds quite boring somehow. Was just jamming and recording, and then I was using again this amazing envelope follower and applied it to a ring modulation frequency. This one, and also LFO amount, and the shape I like to use often is just this random shape here. Now let's see. What if you take some more? Yeah, let's jam around a little bit, maybe filter delay, I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's really crazy. Yeah, one thing that I want to mention is kind of a stutter effect, and I'm using again this percussion FM drum that we watched or worked on beforehand, and I have here a preset rough-in stutter effect, and here I use a LFO basically with a rate of 7, 8, and basically the recipe is: number 1, use an LFO. Number 2, assign it to different times, as you can see here, left and right. They're not exactly the same. Number 3, assign to feedback, right? And then, also very important, assign to this freeze button here. Here I have freeze. Feedback, this one is doing nothing. I have gain. Not sure where this is actually. Yeah, sorry. Gain is actually from the utility. So it goes up and down. Let's have a listen how this sounds. Without this one, utility. Let's say without this freeze button. I think we could also run without the utility. I would even consider to resample it. Yeah, I just found this little preset that I saved. I don't know, I made this probably a month, 2 months ago, and it's basically corpus. Again, using LFO randomly, honestly, just randomly, random waveform, triggering different things here. I just experiment. I have no clue, to be honest. And I kind of like this, followed by grain delay to create some tonal fragments, you know. You know what? Let's run a quick experiment. And let's just mute all of those processing that I just did and see how it changes up. Assigned keyboard shortcuts to all of those three chains, effect chains. Let's see if it works. One is muted on the hi-hat. At the same time, this one should be muted. Yes, percussion, and just test it. And here, so all those three are muted, right? Now let's have a listen, just for fun. Now let's put it in. Let's mute it again quickly. Bring it in again. Mute. Get out. Yeah, in my opinion, with the effects, it sounds obviously fuller and yeah, but subtle. But that's what I want. So the thing is, basically we didn't add any new audio channel or anything. We just used some effects to create new stuff, you know, kind of, and fill up the space a little bit. So we are not cluttering it with new elements. I think I still could add new elements if I want to. And by the way, if you're wondering about the bass line, very simple, to be honest. And the kick is coming from Rominimal and a kick from Operator, stock plugin again. And you can get this thing if you opt in to my email list by downloading the soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template. And again, I use this analog kick from the Arturia Drum Brute Impact, and I didn't like it too much because I always needed to EQ it because it sounded a little bit boxy. But for this example, I went with this drum rack that I created, and it's based on Operator, and I can adjust it, you know, to my liking. Right? yeah, that's it. I hope you like it. I hope this gives you some inspiration to work with Ableton Stock plugins. Again, nothing fancy. If you have Ableton Live, sweet. I think you are all set, honestly. With Max for Live devices, there is so much good stuff out there. And I used to buy a lot of third-party plugins, but I don't know. As I said in the beginning, I try to challenge myself and max out what I already have, you know. And then if I get bored sometimes, I opt for something new, like this Arturia analog machine. What I like about this is the hi-hats and the clap. Really, I like that. But kick, not so much. But yeah. Hope this helps. Hope to see you in another video. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.